Atmanirbhar Bharat. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has announced the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which is called the Self-Reliant India Movement, on May 12, 2020 with a special economic and comprehensive package of Rs 20 lakh crore, which was aimed towards achieving the mission. The mission focuses on the importance of promoting the local products. The mission is also expected to complement Make in India initiative, which intends to encourage manufacturing in India, including agriculture sector, which have a great potential. Agriculture plays a very crucial role in Atmanirbhar Bharat. Agriculture continues to be the source of livelihood for majority of the population. In a nutshell, agriculture has a vast impact on every citizen of the country, either directly or indirectly. The motive to transform the agriculture into a sustainable enterprise, Government of India Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare has recently taken a host of historic agriculture landmark initiatives towards the development of Atmanirbhar Krishi in India by implementing over 3 lakh land reforms on 5th of June 2020 for the benefits of farming community. As other move towards Atmanirbhar in Krishi, the flagship scheme of Government of India, that is the National Agriculture Market (ENAM), is an innovative initiative in agriculture marketing which enhance farmers' accessibility digitally to multiple number of markets and buyers and bring transparency in price discovery mechanism and price realization based on quality of produce. One nation, one market for agriculture commodities in India, ENAM has made revolutionary change to do the traditional agri-business in the country emerged as a ready solution to farmers and other stakeholders to conduct the business. The banned Chinese app TikTok and a Twitter alternative co-booth in the social category. The Atmanirbhar Bharat App Innovation Challenge, supported by the Minister of Electronics and IT, Niti Aayog, along with the Atal Innovation Mission.
Prime Minister Modi has the support of 135 crore people, which makes him one of the most powerful men on this planet. He is now using his popularity and power to achieve strategic and economic gains for India and shed dependence on goods from China. He addressed to the nation and gave a call for an Atmanirbhar Bharat last month. He himself has signed out of his Chinese Twitter-like social media Weibo account with his photos, posts and comments removed from the handle, which was set up 5 years ago before his first visit to China as Prime Minister. In a press release, the government said the applications are engaged in activities prejudicial to integrity of India, defense of India, security of state and public order. The ban has been imposed under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act. The government also cited complaints about data on Indian users being transferred abroad without authorization. The move to ban 59 Chinese apps, which is expected to be followed by several other steps in the same direction, will do severe damage not only to the valuation of Chinese national champions but also to the development of artificial intelligence and thereby slow down China from overtaking the US in this field. Moreover, this initiative will further open up opportunities for more Indian apps to take up the limelight and onboard users to provide them with their services. Homegrown apps already witnessed a significant increase in downloads and user signups on their platform after the government's ban announcement last month. We hope Indians will continue choosing apps which are made in India for India.
The global pandemic shows us the benefits of Be Indian and Buy Indian. We know that relying on other countries for critical items will ultimately put you at mercy. To avoid such adversity for ourselves, it is more important than ever that we become self-reliant and reduce our dependence on other countries. There needs to be significant government reinvestment in public sector undertakings and R&D. Addressing the nation on the COVID-19 pandemic, Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasized the necessity of a self-reliant India. He said the need was brought home by the absence of domestic production of personal protective equipment when COVID-19 struck. but India initiated and quickly ramped up PPE production. Mr. Modi said there needs to be improvement in quality and domestic supply chains going forward.
According to the World Investment Report 2020 by the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, India ranked as the ninth largest recipient of foreign direct investment. The latest FDI fact sheet released by DPIIT shows a positive trend where India has registered a record total FDI of 73.45 billion US dollars in the financial year 2019-20. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the Make in India initiative on September 25, 2014 with the primary goal of making India a global manufacturing hub by encouraging both multinational as well as domestic companies to manufacture their products within the country. Make in India was launched against the backdrop of the crisis India had been facing and quickly became a rallying cry for India's innumerable stakeholders and partners. It was a powerful galvanizing call of action to India's citizens and business leaders and an invitation to potential partners and investors around the world. Make in India had three stated objectives. A. To increase the manufacturing sector's growth rate to 12 to 14% per annum. B. To create 100 million additional manufacturing jobs in the economy by 2022. And C. To ensure that all manufacturing sectors' contribution to GDP is increased to 25% by 2022, which was later revised to 2025. The Make in India initiative is based on 4 pillars which have been identified to give boost to entrepreneurship in India, not only in manufacturing but also other sectors. The 4 pillars are 1. New processes, 2. New infrastructure, 3. New sectors, and 4. New mindset. Today, India's credibility is stronger than ever. There is visible momentum, energy, and optimism. Make in India is opening investment doors. Multiple enterprises are adopting its mantra. The world's largest democracy is well on its way to becoming the world's most powerful economy.